All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West and 125th Street, out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. This is Priest and Officer YAHANNA, and this is the I.S.U.P.K Houston Wednesday Law class. Did you get that text that I sent you? That article I sent you? Wrong? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Today, man, like what we gotta do is understand the we have to understand that we are we are being hunted in these streets. You understand? We are not. This is not like a light thing. You know what I'm saying? This is not just another day. I mean, it is for the I.S.U.P.K because we deal. This is what we've been dealing with since 1969 under Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? Where we understand that what's going on is, of course, the Lord's judgment. We understand that, of course, you know, uh, that this is our punishment for not following the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? We understand that we going through the things we go through because we don't want to get right. We still want to love the oppressor. We still want to love the other nations. We don't want to love each other. We don't want to, you understand, come together and do what's necessary to get up out of this captivity, to get up out of this hell. This is why we continue to suffer the things we suffer, you understand, as Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Marching and rioting and holding hands is not going to solve anything. It never has, and it never will. You understand? We have to really buckle down and understand that right now is not the time to hold hands and march. Now is the time for Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans to know that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speak of, and to separate from this place called America spiritually. We have to separate, man. And the only way we're gonna separate is if we stop befriending our enemies. Like last week, I believe it was last week, where I said, it's nothing wrong with being cordial. You at the slave, you in captivity, so you have no choice but to deal with these people to a certain degree. But we have to understand that we have to separate from this place spiritually. And the longer we take to separate from this place spiritually, the more and more of us are going to die by the hands of this oppressor. The more and more of us are going to suffer and be killed in cold blood. You understand? That's what's going to happen to this place. And we have to become serious. We got to stop taking this for a joke. The Lord sent the coronavirus here on the earth to shake everything up. But yet and still, we still want to save the oppressor. He sent the coronavirus against the other nations. He sent the coronavirus against, you understand what I'm saying, our enemies, so that they can understand his power and understand that they are messing with the wrong people. We are the Lord's people, man. And guess what? The oppressor is so vile and wicked and nasty and disgusting that even though they know that the plague from the Lord has crippled them, they still hunt us. They still murder us in cold blood. Like, it takes such a wicked person to hear a man scream out for his mama, to scream out and cry saying, I can't breathe, multiple times, saying, my neck hurts, my back hurts, I can't breathe, they're gonna kill me, mama, crying. It takes a special hatred for somebody to do that. I'm finna before I actually go into the lesson, I'm finna go ahead and play this video, man. And I gotta do it. I gotta do it because, at first when I watched this video, at first before I watched the video, I didn't really want to watch it. I didn't want to watch the full video. So initially when this happened, I watched the edited, politically correct version, if you will. The version, I think it was on, I forgot, Fox. I don't know exactly which website I saw it on. It was one of the articles where they showed like it was kind of edited and showing snippets here and there. And I saw that and that enraged me. But it's nothing like the full video. The extent of the full video, the vexation that it caused me, and rightfully so. And I have to play this video so that it's no different from the Philando Castile video. You know, when I listen to that, when I look at that video and I hear the sister, his wife, crying, you understand, and just like in pain. You know, that was the one. That video right there is the one that, you know what I'm saying, like really just cemented one of the videos. That's one of the main videos that cemented me being in this truth, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, like this is where I need to be. I know this is where I need to be, because hearing that woman cry for her husband while his life is leaving his body, it was so painful to listen to. And I'm glad that Captain Akar put it on his song, because now every time I hear the song, at the end of the song, you can't help but play it, because you know it's on the end of the song, and you hear that prepare slaughter. If you ain't heard it, you need to go listen to it. And it's so righteous. The song is so perfect. And the last part of that the last part of the song where he's playing the part of the video where the sister is mourning and crying over her husband and begging and pleading, you understand? It's the reason why we must prepare slaughter. It's the reason why. Like, they have to go. They have to be eradicated off the face of the earth. You understand? But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this video so that y'all can hear this and understand the vexation. And most of y'all have probably already seen it, but we can't forget this. Just like they remember 9/11, just like they remember the Alamo, just like they remember everything that then happened to them with their enemies, we must not forget what happens to us. Right. Any chance you get, you need to play that video of Philando Castile getting murdered. Any chance you get, you need to look at this video, because this reminds us that we are hated in this place, and our oppressor have no love for you. This devil, I'm just going to play the video right quick.
Please, man. Please, man.
I'm gonna pause it right quick. Like, that's very tough to listen to. This is a full-grown man crying, man. He's crying and begging, please. He's saying, please. And it's like he's saying all of this, and in all actuality, it's like the messed up part about it is it's the only thing he can do. All he can do is beg and plead and scream please, and you know, just beg the oppressor to get off it. He can't do nothing else. They got him handcuffed. They got him face down on his stomach. You understand? And all he can do, he can't fight him because what the video don't show is, at least this video that I'm playing, there has to be other officers around his body, like what behind the police car where you can't really see, holding his arms and his body down, his legs and stuff down, because he's squirming. He can't move. If his legs were free, this brother looked like a pretty strong brother. He don't look like a weak man. Like, he looked like he got some strength on him. So if his legs were free, he probably would have been able to put himself in a position to where he can breathe. But you can see him squirming. He's squirming, trying to do whatever he can to fight. It's almost like, you know, it's like when I watch the video, like just hearing the sound don't do it justice. It hurts to hear it. But when you see the intention on this devil's face, and you can see him adjusting his body to put all his weight down on that one knee, like the way he's adjusting, and he keeps readjusting himself. If you watch the video, and as you see George move and squirm, you can see the devil putting his hand in his pocket like he's putting extra leverage on the knee, and he's moving around and trying to dig it into his neck. And you can see George squirming, and he's actually strong enough to get his shoulder to where he kind of pry out the knee a little bit. Like if you watch it closely, you'll see him almost kind of put his shoulder in a position where the knee is not necessarily pressing down on the artery. You know what I'm saying? That he was at where he was at first. He's like, he kind of move it, but then if you really watch closer, you can kind of see his arm being moved. Like the officers are moving his arm out the way so that the knee can go back into that spot to keep him pinned down. You already got the man handcuffed. What more? I mean, if you sit here waiting on, you have it in your mind that you're gonna wait for paramedics to arrive. I mean, so if you okay, I'm gonna play the video some more.
Got him down, man. Let him breathe, least, man.
It's another thing. The brother that's in the background, at first you can hear him saying, "Oh man, come on, stop fighting him," and this and that. And you can hear, because they said he was on drugs. They say he was on drugs, and they basically trying to paint him out to be not compliant or not aware of what's, like, he's out of his mind. That's what they're trying to paint this picture as. He's out of his mind, right? But you can hear, like, despite what's going on with him fighting for his life, he can hear the brother in the background saying, "Stop fighting him. Stop, go and get in the car, man." He's saying, "I will." You can hear him scream out, "I will." Like, he's just like, you can't tell me that this man was out of his mind. Because first of all, it takes a lot to be you in your brain, you fighting for your life. So you're trying to focus on trying to get this knee out of your neck while you on the ground fighting for your life, begging and pleading, and you still coherent enough to listen to the brother in the background telling you to stop fighting him and get in the car. He's saying, "I will." He's saying, "I won't." Like, he basically saying, "I'm not gonna resist." Like, he's not fighting him. That's how I know he was coherent enough. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the intentions of this devil, these heathens, they wanted to kill him. They had it in their mind at that point, I guess, because you can hear in the video where supposedly the damn Down syndrome having ass Moab cop sitting here saying, "We've been fighting with him for 10 minutes. You understand? It didn't work. We've been fighting with him." So the hell what? You got him in handcuffs. I mean, you like what more do you like? What does that mean? What's your point? So you fought with him for 10 minutes. So now you have it in your mind that I just want to kill him. You hate, like, your hatred for us is that much to where now you had to put up a little fight, which is your job. You signed up to get into wrestling matches with cooperative subjects or whatever you want to call it, right? That's what you signed up for. You know what the hell it takes to be an officer. You grew up wanting to be one. You were picked on as a little kid, so now you want to join the police force. And you watch cops. You grew up watching cops, so you know what it takes. You know you're going to have to deal with unruly suspects. You know you're going to have to deal with some resistance, right? You're going to have to deal with possibly getting shot, possibly being in situations where you have to put your life on the line. You know this when you sign up. So you mean to tell me that just because and clearly we seen another video that shows he wasn't really resisting. Because if he was resisting, that brother was strong enough. He could. We've seen brothers that resist before. He could have did way like he walked across the street with him. I didn't see him put up a fight. It ain't like they dragged him across the street. Because if you was resisting, I would have been like, you know what I'm saying? A brother that's resisting, I would have gave them hell. I would have made them earn every single dollar that day. I would have been literally putting all my weight down. So you got to drag me across the street. You got to pick me up, hog tie me, whatever. He walked across the street. Does that seem like a brother that's resistant to you? Now, do he look like he's a little agitated and didn't want to be arrested? Yeah. I mean, who would? Did he look like he feared for his life a little bit? Yeah. What black man, black Hispanic or Native American man on the earth right now ain't feeling that right now? That's what we got to go through. Every time I leave my house, it could be the last time. I tell my kids I love them. I tell my wife I love her. And it could be my last time leaving the house. And that's what every single black, Hispanic, and Native American man have to go through every single time we leave the house. It could just be that time. This is what we're dealing with in America and all over the world. This is what we're dealing with. But yet and still, our people have the nerve to continue to love the oppressor. And you know, so what? It ain't every single. I don't care if it's not every single white person. Who cares? Who the hell cares if it's not every single white person or every single heathen? Why take a chance? Why take a chance? Why don't we just say, okay, it may not be everybody, but you know what? I'd rather just deal with my people and whatever they come with. You got to deal with what Jaquez said. I'd rather be with you and all your bullshit. Well, I'd rather be with my people and all their bullshit. I'd rather deal with my people. At least I know what I'm getting myself into. I can't predict. I don't know what this oppressor was on his mind today when he pulled me over. I don't know if he got it on his mind. Well, it's time for me to get that. You know, like Officer Rom made a heavy point earlier where he said, look, you could tell this officer was on the way out. You could tell he about ready to retire. So he like, shit, this is my going away party. I'm going to kill me a nigga. He had it on his mind. And we still want to walk around and act like we not enraged. We not upset. Go ahead,
Connor Wakan, and looking at the initial video when they pulled him out the car, he wasn't even the one to take him out the car. It was a younger guy that put the cuffs on him at his car and walked him across the street.
Mm-hmm.
He must have joined in afterwards, and the one that probably was a slam him on the ground,
right?
Or however they got him to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But like he wasn't even the initial officer to even deal with him. Like he came in and wanted to do that properly.
Right. He wanted to get his hands dirty. He had it on his mind. He seen it as an opportunity. And that's another thing, man. We can't give these devils no opportunity. I mean, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it anyway. But don't give them no opportunity. And I got a scripture on that too. But let me finish this video, man. We got to get through this.
When my homie died, I'm about to die this thing. I can't breathe my face. Let's get up. What do you want? I can't breathe. Please, me and my dick. I can't breathe shit. Bro, get up, get in the car, man. I will. Get up, get in the car. I can't move. I've been waiting the whole car. Just get up, get in the car. No, get up and get in the car right. I can't. You gave y'all the opportunity to get in, bro. I tell you can't win. Not me. You can't win, man. I'm through. I know you're in there, but you didn't listen. I got to do it. Just my stomach hurts. My neck hurts. Everything hurts. There's water or something.
When he say his stomach hurt, who knows? Like, we only see part of the video. When this video started, they was already on him. They already had his knee on his neck. So ain't no telling how long they was actually really there. Ain't no telling what else they done to this man. You know they punching on him and beating on him. They could have broke his ribs. You know that make it hard for you to breathe already. You can tell with how he's talking, he's trying to conserve. He's trying to conserve whatever oxygen that he has. So how he's talking, he's like, your name, my name. Like he's trying to talk fast just to get it out because he probably can't even finish a whole sentence without gasping for air. Like, what? Go ahead, sis.
Lucky, if I may, sir. It's lucky if I may. The way that they had him on the concrete floor, concrete floor is already concrete, so it's a solid floor. Imagine just if you can't really lay on the floor too long on your stomach because it's a hard wooden floor, but you have pressure on the man's back, neck, legs, of like obviously his ribs just had to have been crushed or been pushed to the ground for him to suffocate that fast in those 8 minutes.
I mean, and the crazy part about it, sis, is it wasn't really that fast. Do you know how long that 8 minutes was to that brother? Like that was the longest. That 8 minutes probably felt like 2 hours to him. Him fighting and gasping and crying, and I mean, it take like somebody had made a post about this, and it was so heavy. I believe it was Sister Amathia. That for a grown man to cry out for his mama, think about that. It's like his last line of plea for help. He's crying out for his mom. Full grown man. That gotta tell you something, man. That gotta tell you that he knew he can feel himself dying. He said it, they about to kill me. The dude telling him, get in the car, stop. He said, look, I will. I'm through. Whatever, like you can, I mean, it don't get no more. This is horrible, man. And you know what? For our people to like, there's no way in hell. You know what? What was the damn? Was it Joe Biden that said that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black? If you are black, Hispanic, and Native, if you are black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you watch this video and you still want to love your oppressors, you still want to say, well, it ain't all of them. You ain't black. I can say that as a black man. I can tell you if you ain't black or not, because I know the struggle of being black. And if this doesn't vex you, if this doesn't make you say, I'm tired, what do I got to do to put an end to this? If this doesn't make you think like that, then you're not black. You're not Hispanic. You're not Native American. And you really are, but I'm saying it to say you ain't in that same spirit like your brother. This shit, like, I mean, come on, man. I could, when I watch this video, I can feel the pressure on my neck. Just watching it, I can feel it. I can feel the pain that this brother is going through. I can feel it. That's what I feel, because I love my brothers and sisters. I don't care if they're not doing right. I don't care if they're in the world. I love my brothers and sisters. That's what I signed. When I signed up to be a priest in I.S.U.P.K, I signed up for that because I love my brothers and sisters. And I can't I can't stand to watch this and not feel some type of way. It hurts me to hear this, man. It hurts it. But it's necessary, because after playing this video, you should feel the same way I feel. That's every black, Hispanic, and Native American watching this video. You should feel the same way I feel, man.
I can't breathe on the kill me right now. I'm telling the man that's dying to calm down. Bro, with your feet on his neck, man, you get out the
His nose is bleeding. Like, come on now.
That's raw right there with his feet on his neck.
Look at his nose.
You see your knee and his neck. You got your feet right on his neck. I cannot breathe. I cannot breathe. You use the grown. You're a tough guy. You're a tough guy, huh?
To speak on this brother that this a new brother that came. Like you can hear the old school brother that's in the background telling him to stop fighting and stuff. This young man came. You understand? This young man came up and you know, I know it's only so much he can do. It's only so much he can do. He can't take on 3 officers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he probably could have, and it could have maybe. We can't say, you know, whether it would have spared the brother life or not. We don't know. But the spirit on this brother is a right spirit. He even said that, look, I trained right down the street at the academy. He do mixed martial arts. So he's saying the technique that you doing, I recognize that as a jujitsu type of tactic. And you know, police officers are highly they like the vast majority of police forces are going to jiu-jitsu gyms, like to learn Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like that's one of like the things that they learning in the police force, so that they able to subdue and do whatever they need to do to you, break your arm, choke you out, whatever they can do. They getting this training. So this is a technique that's used to use deadly, I'm gonna pull out an article, you know what I'm saying, where they trying to say that it's used to be non-deadly force, but it's really like a green light to say, do this then. So this is how you're going to kill them. And this is how you're going to get off. It's like they're already planning their defense. It's like this is well prepared, well planned. This was premeditated. So I commend this brother's spirit that came up and he like, look, man, what you doing? Like, I see what you're doing and you like that shit, huh? You like it. You can look at the devil's face and tell that he's enjoying it. You could tell. He's enjoying watching the life seep out of this brother's body. He's enjoying it. And this is the people that you want to join with? This is the people that you want to love and spare?
He's tough guy. He's not even resisting arrest, bro.
His whole nose is
Follow him. Oh, but why you just sitting there? He ain't doing nothing. Y'all put him in the car.
how long y'all gotta hold him down?
Why would you do drugs, kids? It ain't about drugs, bro. You understand that?
Y'all gotta put charges. Right.
He is human, bro.
His nose.
You can put him in the car. That's some bum ass shit. That's some bum ass shit, bro. That's some bum ass shit, bro. Y'all know that. You don't gotta sit there with your knee on his neck, bro. Bro, he ain't crying, bro. You circling like in the jiu-jitsu move, bro. You trapped in his breathing right there, bro. Like, you don't think that's what it is, bro? You don't think nobody understands that shit right there, bro? I trained at the academy, bro. That's some bullshit, bro. Right, that's bullshit, bro. That's bullshit, bro. You fucking stopping his breathing right there, bro.
Okay, stop it.
He's talking, bro, but you can get him off the ground. You being a bum right now. You can get him off the ground, bro. You can get him off the ground. You being a bum right now. He enjoying that. He enjoying that shit. He enjoying that shit. He a fucking bum, bro. He enjoying that shit right now, bro. You could have fucking put him in the car by now, bro. He's not resisting arrest or nothing. You enjoying it. Look at you. Your body language is.
So at this point, you don't hear George Floyd no more. At this point, the man's life is leaving his body. At this point, the officers could have got off of him and put him in the car. He was probably already going unconscious, if not already unconscious. In the video, while he's going unconscious or already unconscious, you could see the devil with his knee on his neck, still trying to drive the knee into his neck. And he's looking at him. He's watching. It's like he's trying to get the full fulfillment of seeing this brother die. He's a damn sociopath, a psychopath, man. He's a damn this devil is a damn psychopath, man. He sitting here enjoying watching the life leave this man's body. It makes you feel powerful. That makes you feel powerful, Mr. Devil. That's why the Lord is gonna listen. Like, you know what? I'm not going to even play no more of the video because everybody gets the point. Everybody understands what's happening. If everybody that listened to this video, just go back and watch it. Listening to it is one thing. Going back and watching it and seeing the face of this devil. Then you got the damn Moab trying to explain and, oh man, we did it. Like, this was premeditated murder, man. They killed this man in cold-blooded, just like they killed Eric Garner in cold-blooded. Choked him out purposely. Purposely choked him out. Let me get this article real quick. Pull up that article real quick before I pull up these scriptures. Let me get it with you. So lock it. We're gonna have to, Lord willing, we're gonna have to go back to the stuff I was teaching. We're gonna have to do that next week. I had to speak on this. You got the article pulled up?
Connor Wakan.
Okay, so let's see. Read the okay, just go down where it says in a now viral video. Now read the source.
Connor Wakan. This is an article from BuzzFeed.com. In a now viral video, a Minneapolis police officer pushed his knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes, during which the unarmed black man repeatedly cried out, "I can't breathe."
Now it says it did it for 8 minutes, but that's just what showed on the video. Could have been a lot longer, right? So it's saying, keep reading.
Connor Wakan. Please, please, I can't breathe. Please, man, please. Floyd, 46, said he pleaded with the officer. Said as he pleaded with the officer, "I can't move. Everything hurts. Give me some water or something. Please, I can't breathe, officer. They're going to kill me," Floyd added as the officer continued to crush his neck with his knee.
You could like it's very like ain't it? Stevie Wonder could see. Stevie Wonder could see that this man is trying to crush his neck. You can see it. It's not. It's so apparent. Like it's not even. It's not even being trying to be hid. It's apparent. Like you can clearly see that the man is trying purposely to crush his neck. Like, I don't understand how anybody can watch this video and still have love for the other nations, because they clearly don't have no love for you. You have the oppressor on his neck, and you have the Moab taken up for him. Clearly, the enemies, the other nations are enemies to us. They work together. They have no care for you, man. You are lower than a dog to them. They treat a dog better than you. They care more about a dog better than you. That's what the oppressor cares. That's how the oppressor feels. You are nothing to them. So now, because when we bring out the scripture where it says that to the Most High, the other nations are like spittle. They are nothing. People get offended by that. How do you get offended by that when you are constantly being treated like nothing by the oppressor? So the oppressor can look at us like nothing, like we're trash, like we're expendable. But as soon as we read in the Bible where the Lord feels this way about the other nations, it's a problem. Why is it not a problem for the oppressor to hate us like that? Why everybody always talking about, well, why y'all hate? Why y'all hate the other nations? It ain't everybody. Well, they hate us. It may not be everybody, but they hate us, clearly. So why isn't all that energy being expounded towards our enemies hating us? Why it always gotta be, why we gotta be the ones to love? Y'all don't, like, we need to ask these questions. These are the questions we need answered. Why we always gotta love? You know why they put us in that mind frame? Well, we always got to be the ones to love and care and try to make everything come together. Why we got to be the ones to love them? It's because they want us docile. They want us in a docile state where we're just accepting all of this stuff that comes upon us. You can treat us with hatred. You can kill us, you can murder us, you can hang us, you can suffocate us, and we not supposed to, and we just supposed to say, "Oh, it's all right, I forgive you. Give me a hug." That's what this is. That's what this is. Like, that what we supposed to do? We supposed to just accept anything that these people do to us, and it's not supposed to be no type of feeling towards them. Come on, man. Keep reading where you at, Doc.
Connor one con. They're going to kill me, man.
He knew it. He knew he was like. Do you know how? Like that. That just gotta be. I mean, come on now. This brother knew he was finna die, man. They knew they were like. He can feel like this. It got to be something. Well, you're expounding your energy, trying to plead with them, trying to beg for help, saying they're gonna kill me. Your oppressor hates you, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man, and woman. Your oppressor hates you, man. And this video is proof. They hate you with a different type of hatred. It takes a special type of hatred to do something like this to a brother. It takes a special type of hatred. Y'all do understand that, right? This is a hatred beyond anything that you can ever imagine. That's why the white man, the oppressor, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. It takes, give me that precept right quick, that perpetual hatred. We can go back to this article. Like, the Bible tells you about our enemies, and yet and still, it's like seeing a warning sign. It's like you see a red light, and you clearly see traffic, going this way, back and forth, and it's clearly a red light. It's like you're gonna run the red light anyway. That's loving the oppressor. You're going to run the red light anyway, knowing you finna get hit. It's like walking across a highway during busy traffic. You know you're going to get hit, and you're going to die, but you still do it anyway. That's what loving your oppressor is. Knowing you're going to die, but you still love them anyway. Knowing that they're going to kill you, knowing that they don't love you, knowing that they hate you with a special, deep, like they hate you. You got that from me out? Just look up perpetual hatred. They hate you, man. They hate you. And all we can do is love them. When you're supposed to love your brother. You're supposed to love your brother, man. You shouldn't be able to watch this and not feel some type of way about it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Say that again.
And hast shed the blood.
No, go back to the top.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
But they have had a perpetual hatred. Go ahead.
And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity.
You understand? This is what is going on. They have a perpetual hatred for us. And they are shedding the blood by force. This is what they do. They have been murderers from the beginning. But yet and still, and I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA since 1969 have been warning you. We've been warning you. You see the Mike Browns. You see the Trayvon Martins. You see the Eric Gardners. You see the Sean Bells. You see the Sean Reeds. You see the Philando Castillos. You see the Emmett Tills. And yet and still, you still don't take heed to the warning. We've been warning you. These people hate you. It ain't just long. Like, we can't just say, oh, it's just the white cops. No, it ain't just the white cops. Our enemies hate us, man. And until we get that in our mind and separate from this place spiritually and follow now lawfully, do what's right to separate and join together, then we're going to continue dying like this. That's just a fact. How much more can you take? You going out in the streets and you riding. They riding like it was Rodney King. Like Minnesota, they tear Minnesota up. What is that going to do, though? What did it do for Rodney King? What did it do? What did the riots do after that? Did it stop anything? No. We've been riding and marching and holding hands and lighting vigils and having candlelights and all of these things since the beginning. And it hasn't stopped them. There's only one solution. It's only one solution. It's to listen to the priests and prophets of the Lord and the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA. Separate spiritually. Come follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And join with your brothers and sisters. Go ahead, Doc.
Connor Wakans, like if I may, that rioting and stuff is doing nothing but giving them more fuel to hurt or kill another brother or sister.
That's exactly
what I'm saying. And you know, right now it's giving them the excuse, as the young people say, to be petty. So, they kill one of our brothers and our sisters, they kill one of our brothers, so we retaliate and destroy one of their police cars. Mm-hmm. So now that police car is just like a police dog or a police officer. So now they're gonna get back on their defense and maybe hurt somebody else.
Right. And now, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And what another thing is doing is also giving our people a sense of false hope. It's giving people a sense of false hope. Like they seeing you out there, right? The people that's not out there or the people that's out there, they think, oh yeah, this is gonna do something. At least we're standing up for the cause. This ain't standing up for the cause because you're not helping the brother. You want to help George Floyd? Come in the I.S.U.P.K. That's how you're gonna help George Floyd. That's how you're gonna help Eric Gardner. That's how you're gonna help Trayvon Martin. That's how you're gonna help Mike Brown. That's how you're gonna help Sandra Bland. That's how you're gonna help Sean Bell. That's how you're gonna help Emmett Till. That's how you're gonna help any of our brothers and sisters that have been murdered by the hands of the enemies. That's how you're gonna help them. Rioting is not gonna help them. You riot today, they just killed the sister yesterday. They rioted yesterday and they just killed the sister yesterday. I was just watching another live stream. I don't know exactly where it's at or where it happened at, but they shot the sister 5 times. I mean, so what is it rioting doing? It's not doing anything but giving our people a sense of false hope. But now you coming into the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, and you separate from this modern day Babylon spiritually, then the Lord will do it for you. The Lord will deal with the enemies for you. There is nothing you could do. Like, you can't go, what, you gonna take up arms and fight up against the police? You're gonna take up arms and fight against the white man's army? You're gonna be dead before you could blink. I seen a video where they got some type of weaponry that shoot bullets like lasers. And it's very accurate too. Shooting down aircraft, shooting like 100,000 bullets per minute or something. Like, I mean, it just look like a laser. It's shooting lasers. What are you gonna do against that? Every gun that you have, you get it because they allow you to get it. They have stuff you've never even imagined that you could have. They have weaponry and defense mechanisms that you can't even fathom to even think that they had. Why you think you out here getting? Oh, I got these armor piercing bullets. I got these cop killers. Man, come on, man. They got stuff that will make that bullet look like a pellet. Come on, man. Like, we can't take up arms against these people in their kingdom. But what we can do is have the Lord fight for us. And we know for a fact the Lord can deal with these in a blink of an eye. And as a matter of fact, the scriptures say that in 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed. He want America to get as mighty as possible. And he's going to destroy this place in an hour. As mighty as America is, as mighty as the other, and it's going to be the other nations, and not the other nations. It's still going to be, the oppressor, but it's going to be the different kingdoms. They're going to come together. Then Russia, China, everybody going to come together and say, we got to fight against this one power, and all of them going to get destroyed. You understand? That's how powerful of a power that we serve. So guess what? That's who we need to fight for us. It's like the power. Like, I don't want to use this analogy, but I'm gonna use it because it's like perfect for what I'm trying to say. Let me ask y'all this: when y'all watch Power Rangers, right? Am I the only one that watched Power Rangers? So the old Power Rangers, I'm talking about when they used to do the little thing, morphing, and they call the big guns. You know what I'm saying? Like when you fighting a big Godzilla or something, they gotta call in. What's his name? Is it Zordon or whatever That Zordon is the damn brain or whatever. But what is the Mastodon or something? I don't know. I can't remember what the hell it is. But they're calling the big old giant thing to fight the whatever enemy they fought. Well, guess what? They came together and they said we got to come together and we got to join in. And now we got this big old monster that can fight our battle for us. That's what we got to do as Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. We got to come together and say, look, we're not strong enough to fight against this force. We have to put your pride to the side. You ain't no almighty powerful. Sit down somewhere. That's what you need to do. Sit down, and you don't know nothing. You need to come in the school and learn that you don't know nothing first. And then learn how to separate spiritually, and the Lord will fight the battle for us. And it'll be a glory. I just want to sit back and watch the show. Now, of course, excuse me, if I get the order, I'm going to pick up a sword so fast. Like, you understand? I'm waiting. I can't wait to get into action. But if the Lord say, hey, my little children, sit, you know what I'm saying? Let me handle this. The vengeance is mine. I'm going to sit back and watch Count on One concert. I'm going to sit back and just watch the show. And it's going to be so glorious. Go ahead.
What you're saying is real heavy in it. We pray this prayer every Sabbath with that Psalms 83:5 where it says, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee.
Right.
Like all these nations are, they come together like they back each other up.
That's exactly what they do.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and I don't know if it's true or not, but they probably been in front of an Ishmaelite store or whatever, but nobody came out to, to help or nothing. Of
course.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You had a Moabite guarding the Edomites and whatever other nations pinned the man down. That's all I'd say, sir.
They are clearly joined against us. That's why I'm trying to, like, it's a spiritual battle that we fighting. It's spiritual warfare. You understand? Like, these other nations been coming up against us. That's how you think about it. Ishmael built the ships that brought us over here. The Africans made a treaty with the white man to sell us as property, as merchandise. They didn't care about us then. They don't care about us now. They didn't care about us way before this. So what has changed? The only thing has changed is we start loving them. Or we've been served. Like, that ain't even changed. We've been doing that from the beginning. But to the extent of going through what you're going through, now having the knowledge of knowing what we know now, seeing the oppression that we're going through, we still want to love them. We still don't want to separate from them. And like I said, even if it ain't every single Edomite on earth that want to hurt you or hate you, because they see the other other nations out there at the riots, and try to make it, they standing up for black people. They had the Black Lives Matter movement where you had white people out there too. So what? What does that mean? What are they doing to stop? What are they doing to stop the oppression? Nothing. And if it came down to it, their people versus our people, I guarantee you, if it was a big civil war like between the races, between Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans against white people, it would be very, very few white people that would actually stand on the black people's side. Now, I'm not going to rule out the possibility of it actually being some white people, but it's going to be very minuscule. And they're going to join together. They're going to be like, brother, we got to arm up. They already doing it. We got to arm up against these niggers. We got to fight. You understand? And the white man, the white man is so vile, they will hurt themselves. They will hurt their own people just to hurt us. They hate their own people for loving us. That do love us, if it's real love, or that fake love, or whatever the hell it is. So guess what? Why are we the only ones with that soft, effeminate spirit of, oh man, they don't deserve that. We gotta love them. They don't. It's not all of them. Like you treat them like a new puppy. Can we just keep them? We gotta get not all of them. Like, come on, man. Do you know how weak that sounds? And also, the ones, the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, they say, oh, we gotta fight. We gotta go out and kill cops, and we gotta go do this. You sound stupid. You're gonna die. Like, what are you like? Even with the riders, they throwing stuff at the cops. The cops just sitting there calm, collected, got their little tear gas guns. Do they look scared? They don't look afraid to me. Why? Because they know that they have weaponry that could take out. It could be what, 100 cops versus 1,000 people. Now we have the numbers, and yeah, you do have strength in numbers, but out of those 1,000 people, how many people are really capable of warfare? How many people really have the necessary training and tools to fight against that? You see what I'm saying? So you got numbers, but you're not really, it's really pointless. And the Lord made it that way because vengeance is his, not ours. Now, we be angry for sure. You understand? Now, I was trying to get to the point in the article. Let me see. So, Lockie, y'all give me. I'm trying to find a part where they said they sanctioned this whole knee in the neck tactic. Give me a second. Salakia. Law enforcement experts. What did it say? Read it. No, not that part. This is I want to find two types. Okay, go down to where it says the MPD authorizes its officers. So it'll be right under the picture of the brother, and then it say Harborfield. Go down some more where it says the MPD authorizes.
One con.
Go ahead, read that.
The MPD authorizes its officers to use two types of neck restraints as a non-deadly force option.
Okay, right there. It's a quotation, non-deadly force option, right? They teach them to use two different types of neck restraints as a non-deadly force option. Clearly, this was deadly force. Like, what the hell? So now I wanted to read that to show that they're training their officers to basically kill you without it looking like they're trying to kill you. You understand? Like, they are that's why they the devil that the Bible speak of. What is the devil? What does the word devil means? Sisters, anybody, one of y'all, please. What does the word devil mean? Give it a mic, Bubba Shaw.
Deceiver.
Deceiver. They're trying to deceive us. And guess what? We so dumb and gullible. You know what? We take it. We just, whatever you say. It's a training tactic. They're not trying to hurt us. We just take it and run with it. We just accept it. Anything that's given to us, we just accept it. We're like a gullible woman that just, you tell her anything and she's just going to fall for it. You like a dog, you take the dog, you pull the steak in front of the dog, knowing that you got a damn chopping block waiting for the dog. You just put the steak on it. It's like putting cheese on the damn rat trap. That's what it is. And we fall for it every time. They said the MPD authorizes its officers to use 2 types of neck restraints as a non-deadly force option, according to its police manual. It's in the police manual. So they're training these officers to do this. So now, it's in the back room. They saying, okay, look. So when they training them, they got the little whiteboard. If you do this, then we can fight it in court. You can get off. This is a way you can get off. Now, if you use your guns, and I might not be able to, depending on the situation, you might get, like this is premeditated. Y'all do understand this, right? This force, this whole method is all premeditated. That's what I'm getting at. They killed. This wasn't a spur of the moment killing. That cop wanted to kill this brother. And it's already been pre-trained and everything has been methodically thought about. Okay, well, if I do this, this is a perfect situation to do it because he's giving some resistance. That's if he was giving resistance. They're going to say he was anyway. That's the first thing that they do. I seen a video with a brother sitting in his car. I think there was like a gas station or something. It was like a party or a club or something letting out. And a police officer got the gun on him, telling him, let me see your hands. And the brother he got one hand on the camera phone and his other hand is right here by the window. And he said, let me see your hand. Gun. Like he yelling to the officers in the back because the other officers was dealing with other cars. So he's yelling out gun because what? What's going to happen when he's yelling out gun? Go ahead. Say it in the mic.
His backup is going to come with their guns drawn and they will possibly shoot.
Possibly a very, very high possibility. If one of your fellow officers are yelling gun, that's green light. That's shoot him. That's what that's saying. And just, what I'm saying, just the Lord was with that brother to where he heard, as soon as he heard the officer say gun, he heard up and stuck both hands out the window with the camera phone and everything. Look, man, they trying to shoot me. I ain't got no gun. Keep your hand right. Then the officer after he yell it, he calmed down. And man, like they just the devil, man. And you could tell he wanted to kill. Like their intention is to kill you. I pointed that out to show you their intention is to kill you. So why even give any of them a chance? Why even take a chance on loving these people, joining with these people, hanging around these people when their intention is to kill you? Just like the damn devil in the park with the dog. The devil was about to kill her own dog because she wanted to get this black man murdered. I'm going to call the police and say you threatened my life. And she's on the phone trying to sound as distraught as possible. He threatened my life. Yeah, you got the dog dying. The dog is being hung. The dog is fighting for his life. Like the dog damn near bite her, if not bite her. Trying to get the hell out the damn chokehold that she had the dog in. Because she's so erratic over this black man being in this park. Calling the police saying, he threatened my life. Come help me, please. Her intentions was to get that black man murdered. You do understand when police get a call like that. He's armed and he's threatening my life and all of this stuff. They're going to come in guns blazing. Y'all do understand that, right? They're not going to even, they ain't going to even, that's suicide. It's like murder by cop. It's death by cop. You calling, hey, help me. They got, and it's a white lady. It's a black male. He's threatening my life. He's going to kill me. Help me. They're going to come with guns out. Where is he, ma'am? He's over there. They're going to just shoot. They're not going to ask no questions because they want to kill you anyway. Now they have a reason. You understand? We can't give them no reason. They want to kill you anyway. So now, let me get some scriptures, man. Give me Lamentations 4:18. Was it on that other scripture that we was reading? Okay, no sweat.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go. In our streets.
They hunt our steps. Think about that. They hunt our steps. That means they intend. When you go hunting, what you doing? What is the goal of going hunting? Like it. What is the goal? Go ahead, Junior. Finding, okay, whatever you're hunting, right? Finding that and what? Huh? A what? When you're going hunting, you're going hunting to find whatever you're trying to hunt and do what to it? Give him the mic, please. So now, when you're going hunting, what are you doing?
I'm finding something. I'm finding something and gonna kill it.
You trying to find it and kill it, right? That's what you're doing. Give him a hand. That's what they're doing to us. And that's in the Bible. Lamentations 4:18. Read it again.
They hunt our steps that we cannot go. In our streets.
They make you afraid to go in the streets because they're hunting you. Every black man understands the feeling of what we got to go through in this time. When I say black man, I'm talking about black, Hispanic, and Native American. I just seen another video with a Hispanic man. They beating him up. The dude beating him up in the car, trying to drag him out the car. He's like, what are you doing? This was in California. They're like, what are you doing? Dude, like on camera, you can see him. He filming him. He know he filming him, and he's still beating him up. Just imagine before the camera phones, what we had to go through. We were getting beat up. I mean, we were getting beat up bad. Now they do it in front of the cameras like, oh, well, don't matter. You know why? Because there's previous cases of it, and hey, officers got off. No, there was nothing that happened to them. They get charged, but do they get sentenced? No. It gets what's the word when you acquitted? Like it never, when it goes to the Supreme Court, they get acquitted of all charges. So that's why they can do it confidently with body cameras, beat you up, shoot you, choke you out, because they're not going to get there's no justice, but justice will come. Keep reading.
Our end is near.
Our end is near. That's what George Floyd felt. That's what he felt. When that devil had his knee on his neck, he said, they're going to kill me. I can't breathe. He knew his end was near. He knew it. And you don't feel pain. You don't feel that anger from watching that. Come on, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, we gotta separate, man. Stop loving these damn enemies, man. They don't love you. He knew his end was near. Go ahead.
Our days are fulfilled, for our end is come.
He knew it, man. He knew it. Eric Gardner saying, I can't breathe. I can't breathe, and he's dying. He knew his end was near. Philando Castile sitting in the car with bullet holes in him, dying. He knew his end was near. We are being hunted. That's what we are. They take off the white robes and put on a uniform. That's what they do. They have taken crafty counsel against us. If you can't see that, then come on, man. What are we doing here? Think marching is going to stop that? Marching is going to stop that. Give me Ecclesiasticus 9 and 13 in the Apocrypha.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, chapter 9, verse 13.
Now, this is the warning that you should take heed to. The priests and prophets of the Lord and the I.S.U.P.K is warning you. And this is the warnings that you should take heed to. Go ahead.
Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill.
No, join with your oppressors.
Keep thee far from the man that has power to kill.
But it ain't all of them. It's only some of them.
Keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill.
It says, keep thee far from the man that had power to kill. It didn't say keep thee far away from, those who you feel like, may be nice or maybe mean or evil. It says, keep thee far away from the man that had power to kill. And what is that power? Like, somebody tell me, what does that mean when it says has power to kill? Does it mean does it mean the one that's actually pulling the trigger? Does it mean the one that's actually putting the knee in your neck? What does that mean? Go ahead.
Well, it means, the people that can lie on your name.
Nah, we talking about the oppressor.
Right.
Okay, but make it so simple for me. So simple. Go ahead, sis.
The people that are in rulerships, like you said.
Yes, but what are you supposed to do? It says, keep thee far away from the man that had power to kill. Put it in layman's terms. Go ahead.
To separate?
Separate. That's it. Don't give none of them a chance. Just separate. You're gonna let, if it's one venomous snake in a pile of 10, you're gonna let all of them bite you? I'm not gonna let. Are you gonna let one bite you? It's like playing Russian roulette. You got a chamber of 6 bullets. You got one bullet in there. You spin the wheel. That's what you're doing. You're playing Russian roulette when you're dealing with the oppressor. You love one, it's a possibility you're gonna die. Keep thee far away from the man that have power to kill. Now, this is also talking about the devil in Central Park. You understand? She had power to kill. How? Did she have a gun in her hand? What did she have in her hand that gave her power to kill? Somebody, you want to answer?
Her cell phone.
Is the mic on?
Her cell phone.
Her cell phone. She didn't have a gun in her hand. She wasn't kneeling in nobody's neck. She didn't put in no actual physical work to kill nobody, but she definitely had power to kill because she used that phone. That phone was her power. Help, they're trying to kill me. They threatening my life. Come help, please, hurry up. Do you know how many people that got killed by the hands of a white woman that didn't actually physically do it? You understand? It's been going on since slavery. It's been going on since the beginning, right? I would just, you sleep. Oh, he looked at me. Now they hanging him by a tree. Keep thee far away from the man that had power to kill. Keep reading. Is that it?
Nah, sir.
Keep going.
So shalt thou not doubt the fear of death.
So that way you won't even, now if you keep away from him, you'll be relieved. You ever felt the situation where you were, okay, like let's say you driving, police get behind you, now you're nervous, and then when they get past you, like, I thought it was, you had the phone ready to call baby, you know what I'm saying? Let me go on, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? They speed past, false alarm. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's all right, I just trying to, I didn't know what was going on. I thought the lawman was behind me. I'm good. All right, bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that sense of relief. Well, guess what? If you stay away from the man that had power to kill, then now you won't doubt the fear of death. So now you're like, okay, I'll live. In the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA, we don't doubt the fear of death. Why? Because we keep thee far away from the man that have power to kill. Not a couple steps away. Not like, you know what I'm saying? I separate from you and you, but, you know, Jenny is okay. I'm cool with Jenny and Amy. No, we keep thee far away. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. You understand? Nothing to do with you. If I have to deal with you, I'll deal with you. In a work setting where there's eyes and cameras and everything else, because I don't trust you. You understand? That's the only way I'll deal with you. Now, you get pulled over, there's also, you have to know how to deal with the law enforcement. Or if you not just pulled over, they're being forceful, whatever. You have, now, like I said again, judgment from the Lord you can't escape it. You can't escape judgment from the Lord. So if it's your day, it's your day. Lord forbid, you understand? But you can't escape it. But don't give them no fuel. We don't teach the brothers and I was taught to make no fault. Keep reading.
And if thou come unto him.
And if thou come unto him, if you get pulled over or get asked to step out the car or, hey, take this citation, don't keep your hands where I can see them. Keep reading.
Make no fault.
Make no fault. No, argue with the officer.
Make no fault.
Reach your hands in your pocket.
Make no fault.
Reach behind the seat, under the seat.
Make no fault.
Don't make no fault. Don't argue with them. Don't cause no, like you ain't gotta, even if you know the law, even if you know you in the right, don't argue with them. Just fight it in court. Commander General YAHANNA will back you up in court. Fight it in court. You'll have your day in court. You understand? And the Lord will prevail. If the Lord with you, you're gonna prevail. You understand? Like, make no doubt about that. Don't make no fault, man. The Bible tells us this. When are we gonna start taking heed to the Bible instead of listening to everything else? When you listen to the Bible, good things happen. I tell you that. When you follow the counsel of the Lord, good things happen. It's been happening to me for the past 3.5 years or so since I've been in the truth. Every time I listen to the counsel of the Lord from the men, the priests and prophets, listen, everything end up good. When I don't listen, if I don't listen, when I was younger, in my young man days, young man and trooper days, I may have not followed necessarily or even seek counsel. Seeking counsel is the first step, because some of us are afraid to seek counsel for whatever reason. Don't do that. Don't make the same mistakes, because as a trooper, I made some mistakes not seeking counsel. But when I started getting the counsel and receiving it and taking heed to it, everything started becoming better. And that's the good thing about coming into the truth. You don't have to think for yourself. You don't have to think for yourself. You can make a phone call and say, Salakia, sir, I don't know what to think about this. What do you think? And you have men above you that can think for you. Women, you have husband, or get you a husband that can think for you. You don't have to wreck your brain, because I know it can be overwhelming. You got a lot of stuff going on, emotions running high. Now you can call your husband and put it on him. Baby, what you think about this? I don't feel like thinking today. My mind ain't working right. I'm going through it. I'm having so many emotions. I just can't think right now. What do you think about this? And guess what? You're going to get the best. If he's a man of the Lord, if he's a man in I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, you're going to get the best counsel possible in that situation. Because if he don't know the answer, guess what? He going to get it from a man above him. That's how things supposed to work. Make no fault, man. This ain't about us, though, in this situation, but I just brought that up to paint a broader picture. But this is about the oppression and police brutality that we go through. We have to understand how to deal with it. We can't be emotional. We can't be irrational. We have to be intelligent, seek counsel, and do what the Bible say. You understand? Go ahead.
Lest he take away thy life presently.
Meaning he gonna kill you right now. You make a fault, he will kill you, right? Because he's already looking for it. The oppressor is looking for a reason to kill you. When are we gonna understand that? Even Johnny at the job, if he had an opportunity to kill you, he would. Believe that. Trust me. Keep going.
Con. Remember that thou goest in the midst of snares.
You have to remember that you are going in the midst of snares. This is a trap. It's like walking through a field with landmines. You have to tiptoe and creep and be wise. I can't go this way because I'm going to blow up. I got to step over that. I got to watch my step. You have to tread carefully. You understand? You are going in the midst of snares. What are snares? Snares are traps. They're setting you up for failure. I seen a video where the officer tell the dude to go get his wallet for his ID. The man went back to the car to go get it. He's show me your hand. Boom, 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 boom. Like I would have said, look, like I would have did what like brother did. Now he like tell him to turn off the car. The one I was telling you all about it when he was in the parking lot, and he was telling him, gun. He was telling him turn off the vehicle. I would have shit. Hell no. You gonna have to drag me up out the window. I'd rather whatever you gotta do. My hands are up. I'm video recording. Whatever you gotta do it. But I'm not gonna make no. I'm not gonna reach in the car to turn off the car. Like I would if I was that brother. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have the proper counsel. That's why the I.S.U.P.K is essential. The I.S.U.P.K is an essential business. It is essential for every Black, Hispanic, and Native American because you can get the proper counsel in that situation. If I was already outside the car and I got my hands up, he telling me, go get your ID. Sir, officer, can you apprehend me first? You can search my vehicle. I don't give a damn what I don't care if I got weed in the car. I'd rather for you to search my car and find the weed than you kill me. I'd take the little weed charge. Of course, you know, we in the truth, so we don't smoke, but I'm speaking on a situation as if I was, you know, if I was in the world. Take whatever charge they're going to give you, but you keep your life. You live to fight another day, as the wise man once told me. You live to fight another day. So for you damn weed heads that's watching this video, I am not condoning no weed. Weed is unlawful. Smoking weed is unlawful. So don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't misconstrue. Yeah. I had to put a disclaimer out there for the weed smokers. Because they will look, hey man, dude at the I.S.U.P.K said, man, you got weed to cost you, take the charge. Shoot, I mean, weed is good. We got the green light. Nah, smoking weed is unlawful. So, you know, keep going.
And that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city.
So now you're going in the midst of snares, meaning it's traps set up. It's like playing chess. It's like little traps you set up in the game. Like if you move that pawn, it's a wrap. Or you move that bishop up, that's checkmate. They're looking to checkmate you. They're looking to kill you. Checkmate is kill. You know, when you knock over the king, it's over. It's dead. It's done. Checkmate is that. And that's what they're looking to do. So you walking among snares, the traps that's set. Guess what? You also, this is the battlements of the city. What does that mean? When it says this, thou goest, that thou walkest upon the battlements of the city. What is that saying? Anybody? Nobody? I could give you for time's sake if y'all don't, you don't know it. Walking among the battlements of the city is that warfare that I was talking about. This is a spiritual war that we fighting. You understand? This war, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. This is a spiritual warfare. Everywhere you go, it's a constant battle. For the men, it's fighting battles like this that George Floyd had to fight. Dealing with demons on a daily basis as priests and prophets of the Lord. Knowing how to say, what to say, how to act, keep your emotions in check. You understand? That's the spiritual warfare that priests and prophets fight. Now, women, you also fighting a warfare. You fighting against demons. And you have to understand wherever you are upon the battlements of the city. You can be at work. You can be at school. You could be in the store, the grocery store. You could be wherever. It doesn't matter. You could be in the spa. It doesn't matter. You are constantly going to have to battle those demons. You understand? It's no unrest. That's why the scriptures say endure unto the end. You're going to be constantly challenged with new demons and new, situations that you're going to have to maneuver out of and figure out and work and get through it. This is an everyday fight, and especially being in this truth. Everyday fight, all day, every day. And you have to be prepared mentally, spiritually, and for the men physically to fight this battle every day until Christ returns. This class is so important, man. I can't stress this enough. You know, I joke a lot, but this is a serious one. You understand? And it's been serious. But I was always taught to strike while the iron is hot. And now is an opportunity for Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans to really open their damn eyes and see what the hell is going on. And use George Floyd's murder to fuel you to do righteousness, to fuel you to come closer to the Most High. Because that's the only safe haven for Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans live in these four walls. And I ain't talking about these four walls as far as this building. I'm talking about the four walls of the I.S.U.P.K under that umbrella of protection, no matter where you are in the world. If you are in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commander General YAHANNA, you are protected by the Lord's umbrella. You understand that? And we have to, that's what we need to do right now. Everybody needs to see that. If you are enraged, you need to say, you know what? I need to call this number. I need to go on this website and find an officer in the city near me because I'm afraid. And it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be afraid. We'll teach you how not to fear. We'll teach you. You have to learn. You like a baby. You have to be learned. You have to be taught everything again. It's okay to be afraid. Be afraid. You understand? If being afraid is going to make you make the call, be afraid. Because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. That's what the Bible says. Fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom because he is the one that's making this happen. Everything that you see that's going on, it's the Lord's punishment. It's the Lord allowing this to happen. And guess what? It's going to continue to happen as long as we continue to disobey and dishonor the Most High. That's what's going to happen. Now, you want it to stop? Get right. Let's tighten up. Give me oppression maketh the wise man mad right quick.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. You should be devastated at what happened to George Floyd. You should be enraged. You should be mad. You should be vexed. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. This is oppression. What he went through, what that brother endured, is the oppression that we all endure. And it could be us. That could be, this is the main key to this. He could have easily been replaced by any one of us. It could have easily been any one of us. Everybody understands that, right? If we have sons, it could be our sons one day. It could be our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, our fathers. It could be us. Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. Be mad. But don't take matters in your own hands. Take that anger and redirect that to seeking knowledge, to seeking the truth. Take that anger and say, you know what? I got to find out what's really going on in the world. I got to find out what this is, because this is something I can't even fathom. This is warfare. When I was in the world, I didn't understand this oppression. I knew I was being oppressed, but I didn't understand what is it. When I got in this truth, I understand what it is now. I was blind. Now my eyes are open. That's what it means to make the blind see. That's what it means to make the deaf hear. Those are the miracles that the I.S.U.P.K been performing since 1969. Under Commander General YAHANNA, under Christ, under the Most High. The I.S.U.P.K under Commander General YAHANNA makes the blind see. Now I can see. I was blind as hell. I know if I could come into the truth, knowing the mentality that I had, Listen, and I know I'm not the only one. I took inspiration from brothers that I watched on videos before I came in the truth. Like, man, that brother, he looked like in the world he was something serious to deal with. And he's in his truth talking this and talking that. I know I can do it. And that's what the same people that's watching this video probably looking at brothers that teach classes and be at camp and stuff saying the same thing. Don't wait on it. I made the mistake and took too long to make the call. I should have called sooner. I wish I would have. But, you know, the Lord has his reasons for everything. There's a reason why I didn't make the call. And no sweat, I'm here, though. I'm here now. But don't do like I did and wait. Make the call ASAP. Get in the truth. Hey, stop playing around because you could be the next George Floyd. Or it could be your family. Or it could be anybody, any one of us, man. You want it to stop? Then you make the change. If each one of us, Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, make the decision to say, I want to change and live righteously and come into I.S.U.P.K and the Commander Journey YAHANNA, the sooner the better. The sooner we do that, guess what? The Lord would say, okay, enough is enough. My people have suffered enough. Just like any father, a child, when you're a parent, what happens? Do you punish your child forever? Do you punish him forever? How long does a whooping last? The average whooping, because I know I'm overweight and I don't have the energy. You know what I'm saying? I have to bring a little light to the situation. You understand? I don't have energy to be whooping your ass all night. So guess what? How long does the average whooping last? For me, probably like 30 seconds, because I'm tired after that. Maybe a minute. It seemed like a long minute for both of us. You know, for the whooper and the whoopee. You understand? But about a minute. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like a long ass minute too. And I'd be tired. So guess what? Punishments don't last forever either. But punishments are going to keep coming. You're going to have to stand in that corner. You're going to have to keep getting them whoopings if you don't do right. I may not be able to whoop you all night, but guess what? I can rejuvenate and come back with a little bit of energy tomorrow and whoop your ass again if you're tripping. That's what the Most High is doing to us. We're going to keep getting our ass whooped until we decide to follow what the Lord has set for us to follow. We want it to stop. We come together. And overnight, we want to provoke the Most High to send Christ and the angels. That's what we want. Now, of course, you know, we want the Lord's will to be done because guess what? It may be people, brothers and sisters that haven't got the truth yet that needs to come into the truth first. So I would not want to deprive any of my brothers and sisters this truth before Christ comes. So I'm not saying I want Christ to come tomorrow, but I definitely want this place to be destroyed. I want it to as soon as possible. YAHANNA. That's why I'm trying to get all of us in this truth. I'm trying to wake up everybody because I'm ready for this place to. It's got to burn. It got to burn. It got to. The enemy has to be eradicated off the face. The oppressor has to be eradicated off the face of this earth after they serve out their slavery. They gotta go. A world without them will be definitely a relief. You understand? Like after this, there's no reason for you to love your oppressor. It's no reason why you should want to hold hands. There's no reason why you should look at them in a positive light. Leave them alone. Let them keep thee far away from them. You understand? It's some more on that. It says, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
That's what I was looking for. And a gift destroyeth the heart. That friendship that they're trying to offer you, that you know, they're trying to extend, they're trying to give you a gift. So they kill one of us, and guess what? Oh, they charged all 4 officers with murder. That's a gift. They want you to say, oh, they charged them. Yes, we getting justice. All for that stuff to go to the Supreme Court and them to be acquitted of all charges. Now, if they get you know what I'm saying, actually charged with the murder and have to serve out a sentence, Most High in Christ. But it's very rare. I can tell you that. It's very rare. So that's a gift. Don't accept that gift. A gift destroyed your heart. That gift for them to, and them white people out there protesting with you, that's a gift. You understand? They out there, oh man, all white people not bad. They out here with us. Black Lives Matter. A gift destroyed the heart. It make you think wrong. Now you're thinking like not all white people are bad. Go ahead, sis.
Flocky, if I may, sir, they're the ones that are trying to rile up the people to come to the streets to do that so that they can get more people killed.
Yeah. Oh,
It's a scheme. It's a scheme.
get a sister a hand. You understand? That's damn right. What we just read before. We are walking upon the snares. You understand? Their words are smoother than butter. Right? Everywhere you go, it's a trap. And you dealing with the oppressor, it's a trap. That's why I say keep these far away from them. That's why you shouldn't have been out there at the protest. If the white people are there, I don't trust it. I don't trust you. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I don't trust you, man. I trust my people. You understand? I trust my people. And we have to get together and get right, man. Give me Baruch 4:25. It's gonna be my last scripture, man.
This is the book of Baruch out of the Apocrypha, chapter 4, verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from God.
It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God. First and foremost, we got to understand that this is the Lord's punishment that's coming upon us. Yes, our brother George Floyd was murdered, but the Lord had the final say in that. The Lord allowed that to happen. There's the oppressor has no power over the Most High. The scriptures say, I kill. The Lord say, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. You understand? There is none that can deliver out of my hands. You understand? Now, I'm not going to go. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, what the brother was going through or what he was doing. You understand? But we know that that's judgment from the Lord, first and foremost. But the scripture says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from God. Suffer patiently. We going through it. It's tough. It's hard. We got to endure and be patient. Because guess what? You know, I want that devil dead. I'm just going to say it. I want the Lord to kill him, though. I ain't saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying, you know, however the Lord do it. I pray that the Most High do it. I'm going to say a prayer tonight before I go to sleep. When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to pray that the Most High kill that devil. And all of them officers, you understand, them heathens that took part in that. You understand? But guess what? I'm going to suffer patiently. I want it to happen, but I'm just going, I'm you know what I'm saying? It burns me up inside, but I'm going to suffer patiently. We have to suffer patiently. You understand? Go ahead.
For thine enemy has persecuted thee.
The Lord see it. The Lord knows the enemy is persecuting us. The Lord knows that they're killing us, man. They're strangling us. They're shooting us. They're running us over with cars. They're doing whatever they can, drowning us, hanging us in jail cells. The enemies are persecuting thee. Keep going.
But shortly.
Huh? But when?
But shortly.
But shortly.
Thou shalt see his destruction.
That day is coming. That day is coming. You understand? Shortly, we're going to see what the Lord is going to do to them. And it's going to be so glorious. It's going to be so amazing. Like, it's going to be worth the wait. Have you ever, you know that term where you're like, you know what I'm saying? I've been waiting, but it was worth it. It was hard to fight through the wait, but it was worth it. Like them people that be, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say this, but it's almost like analogy would be like them people standing in line for Jordan to be up there all damn day, sleeping in tents on Black Friday or whatever the hell, and you get that one TV that you've been waiting on, or one computer, or one pair of J's that you've been waiting on all your life, and you waited in line for 10 hours to get it. But guess what? When you got them, you're like, whew, man, look at these things. It was worth the wait. So guess what? We going through what we're going through here on earth, and it is not, it's not good. It's not something that we enjoy. It's something that we hate. It's brutal. It's horrible, but we have to suffer patiently. We definitely suffering, but we have to endure. And guess what? That time gonna come, and it's gonna be worth it. And what are we gonna do? Keep reading.
And shalt thou tread upon his neck.
And shall do what?
Shall tread upon his neck.
And we're gonna tread upon their neck. So yeah, they might have the, they didn't won the battle. You understand? They're winning the battle, meaning the fight right now. Because we're not, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, so we can't fight back. But guess what? There will be a time where we shall tread upon their neck. And guess what? While we're doing it, we're going to remember George Floyd. When we're doing it, we're going to remember Eric Gardner. When we're doing it, we're going to remember Emmett Till. We're going to remember Sandra Bland. We're going to remember Tamir Rice. We're going to remember Sean Bell. We're going to remember Laquan McDonald. We're going to remember Sean Reed. We're going to remember Philando Castile. We're going to remember Trayvon Martin. We're going to remember Mike Brown. You understand? And the many more names on that list. If I listed them, we'll be sitting here for another 2 hours. You understand? But that's what we're going to do when we tread upon their neck. And it's going to be so glorious. And that day is coming. Just be patient. And just getting this truth and understand, endure to the end, and you live a righteous life. Teach your children to live a righteous life. That way they won't put themselves in a position. You understand? We're trying to eliminate most of the possibility of it happening to us. And the only way we're going to do that is follow the Bible. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Everybody understand? All right, man. With that, make sure you pay your tithes to the men of the Lord and the I.S.U.P.K. Go to ISUPK.com. Click the donation link. You understand? Go ahead and pay your 10%. Now, more than ever, is the time where you should be paying your 10% to the Most High, because He is causing wrath and destruction on this place, and you do not want to be on the wrong side of the coin. You understand? He is causing havoc to come down on this place, whether it be coronavirus, plagues, or death and destruction from our enemies, or whatever. You understand? He's sending giant wasps, everything else to plague us, man. You understand? So guess what? We need to be trying to do whatever it takes for the Lord to say, okay, enough is enough. So pay your 10%, man, and be diligent in this truth. You understand? And don't half step it. Go hard for this truth. Go hard for your family in this truth. Do what we need to do for now. It may be tough. It may be sacrificing what we want to do. Do what's necessary, because this life right here is temporary. Do what's necessary, because this life is temporary. We're trying to inherit the kingdom, and I'm trying to get a crown. You understand? What are you trying to do? Are we just here for what? Are we here to waste time, or are we here to get serious? You understand? And that's what everybody needs to be. That's the type of time we need to be on right now. With that being said, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Ron for the security announcements.
Connor One Con. We at our Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means sent in the Hebrew, Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Gift to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Passover, which is postponed until further notice. If anyone wants to
make the announcement of General Muhammad coming June 4th.
Also, General Muhammad will be coming to Houston June 4th through June 8th. Starting at 7 p.m.
He's gonna teach the Thursday scripture breakdown, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I don't know exactly what date that is. You can find the date. I'm gonna look on the calendar real quick. Salakia.
That's the 4th.
That's the 4th. Okay, yeah, Thursday, June 4th, he will be here teaching the scripture breakdown class starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. And also he'll be teaching the Sunday scripture breakdown class. I don't know exactly what time they're gonna start. Our normal time is 2:32, is 2:30ish. So expect that time frame. And yeah, that's what we have.
If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. And these are security announcements.
With that, imagine, which means to stand. We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabrakatah, Yazamatah. Sorry. Give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Latah Hashem, Yahweh Shah. Yazamatah, dismiss. All right, Most High in Christ.